So, um, I have hair extensions in my hair. I wanted to make this video because it's probably the last time that I'm gonna be able to style my hair like this and film it, because I wanted to see the difference between my hair like this and my hair when the extensions are out. Obviously, I look different than the last video that I made like a year ago. So I kind of want to talk about it, but without talking about it. I want to experiment more with how I look, but I wanted to grow out my hair from the really short cut that you saw a couple of videos ago into something that looks more like this. Because I want to have long hair, and I cut it and I regret doing that, but it's just hair and it'll grow back, and it is growing back. I was never really shown how to use a blow dryer, and by the time I was at the age where I probably should have used a blow dryer, I never cared to use it because I didn't want to style my hair. I was in high school and I didn't want to be super visible. I was a nerd and I was weird, and I was actually 2 years ago diagnosed with autism. So I'm the autistic girl, and if you know anything about autism, you know that autism looks very different in girls than it does in boys. The autism assessments and even the DSM-5 has autism, it was only studied on boys. So it developed a lot differently. So I had no idea. So I was diagnosed 2 years ago. And I wanted to make this video, one, because I want to share my experience with a blow dryer and how kind of horrible I am at using it, but also because I want to share how differently my life is and how I just have a little accommodations for myself. I need to blow dry my hair because it's so thick on a high setting, but the noise is really loud and uncomfortable, and I can't listen to it for very long, so I put in my headphones and I watch a show or something, so I don't have to focus on the sound and I can actually just get my hair styled. The second part of the video, I wanted to try styling my hair, after I get the extensions taken out. I want to come back and I want to see what it looks like. I'm trying to be more confident in myself. Being autistic makes life much more difficult for me, and I need accommodations and I need help. And I know there's people who are going to say, well, that's the case for everybody. Which, yeah, it is. I happen to be autistic, and autism makes life that much harder for autistic people. And the people who are not autistic, yes, you have struggles, and yes, you have your difficulties, and yes, you have those times where you need help too. It's just, for me, specifically me, I need that help a lot more often. I can do a lot of things independently, but that doesn't mean that I don't need help or accommodations to do those things. I don't want this video to be entirely about autism, even though it is a very important part of my life. I just want to let people know that it exists, and it exists in me, because it's a disability, and it is an invisible disability. But yeah, so that's me. The next time you'll see me, I will either have short hair or be in a time-lapse blow drying my hair. So we'll see. We'll see what happens first. Yeah. I meant to make this so short, and this part of the video turned out to be 11.5 minutes long. Oh my goodness. Good morning. I just finished a workout, so I'm gonna shower now. So I'll be back with wet hair. Gotta dry my hair now. Unfortunately for me, all the stuff that I buy now for self-care, I guess, is pink. And I really, really don't like the color pink. So it's a struggle for me. Like, my brush is pink. Well, this is green, but I have one that's pink. So I don't like this one really. And then, worst of all, my blow dryer is pink. And I hate this color. I hate pink so much. But whatever, it's fine. And then there's another surprise tool that will help us later, which is actually purple. So the first time I tried to blow dry my hair, I just, plugged this in and went straight to it. And it worked okay, but it took a really long time. So I figured out if I use one of these and I section my hair and then blow dry it, it works much faster and the hair actually gets more dry. And then the next step is always getting my trusty laptop and my AirPods and putting them in and watching a show while I blow dry my hair. So I'm gonna do that, and you guys you sit there. I love how like dismissive I can be. Okay, so here I am sectioning my hair, and we're gonna start blow drying soon. I gotta brush it. Forget about all that. So I'm watching this as I'm talking to you right now, and I'm just seeing about all the funny faces I make. Because, like, I look like I'm uncomfortable or I'm in pain or something, but I'm really just, I don't like the noise, I guess, is what that is.
You all embrace us so heartily. But who is also the mastermind behind solving tonight's crime? I know it's true I'm the psychic, but oftentimes my revelations are nothing but cryptic mess. Tonight, for instance, all I could see was scenes from pretty...
So, I had a snack, my AirPods charged, and I resectioned my hair so more is down than it was before. Let's keep it on. Okay, and here we are in the time lapse again, and just more funny faces, and brushing my hair, and then more blow drying, and then more funny faces as I desperately try to keep the hair from blowing into my face because the little edges kind of hurt when they smack my face. I really do look so uncomfortable while I'm doing this process, or like disgusted maybe. I think it's literally just like the uncomfortability of having wet hair smacked into my face over and over again, and then the noise too. It just like, I don't know, it just bothers me. But I do love having fun with this because I can literally just go crazy and everything, and then I just brush it out afterwards and it's fine. Okay, so I think that's pretty much done. I always get, the back of my hair a little bit too. It's not dry enough, but it's not fully dry, but it's dry enough. This hair dryer is actually pretty cool because it has this button on the side, and it goes like this. You go like this. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. I love this hair dryer. I hate the color, but I love how it works. So on the back of my hair, you'll notice these little like thingies that stick out. So this is my actual hair. This is how long it actually is. I'm sure there's some on the back too. It makes it very obvious that my hair has two different colors and textures and everything. So that kind of sucks. I would usually straighten it, but I'm not the best at straightening it. I don't care that much anyway. What I will use is this thing. I can style my bangs with it. So we're gonna do that. Just waiting on this thing to heat up. So there's two ways that I style my hair. First, I just put all this in here and just twist it around, and it's a nice kind of rounded look to my bang. Right now they're flat against my forehead. And the other way I do it is I take this piece and flip it, and then this piece and flip it, so my bangs are kind of separated like this. I did that yesterday. So I think what I'm gonna do is this one today. so it's more rounded. It's hot. So I have a widow's peak. So unfortunately for me, when I do style my hair like this, it looks kind of cool, but also because I have the widow's peak right there, I get these hairs that just want to stick out. So if I part my hair and do what I just did, sometimes the part doesn't look great. So I try to be cautious of that because I like a shorter bang. You know, I like it to have some variety to it. So I do style it different every day. But I like this one. It's nice. This is my hair blow dried and styled. I'm very happy with it. I do like the length. I just want my actual hair to be this long. And with the tape-ins, I don't know if you've been able to see them. There's one here and one here. They're not quite the right color anymore. They've faded as time has gone on. That's annoying, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. So we're gonna get those taken out, and I will be back to show you when they're taken out. So thanks for following along with me, and I will see you like right now. It's been a couple of weeks since I got my extensions out, and this is my hair wet. This is how it looks. I'm gonna blow dry it, but it did grow a lot, actually. I'm gonna put in my AirPods and watch my show, which is over here, and then we'll start blow drying. I have cats all over the place, but they'll leave soon. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're here with the second blow drying part, and I was watching Psych while I was doing all of this. You know, like the first part of blow drying and the second part of blow drying. Psych is like my all-time favorite show. I really like it. Another thing I've been doing recently is audiobooks, and I listened to all of Twilight, and now I'm doing Midnight Sun, so I think I'm going to do a video on that next. Yeah, I feel like Stephenie Meyer is kind of insane in the head, so yeah, I want to talk about that. Okay, so that's what the hair looks like. I think it's pretty cute. It does kind of look like dog ears right here, or like a coconut, but I do kind of like this layer thing. I don't know. I've never really had layers before, but like you can pull these back and that's kind of cute. That's my hair. We did trim it when I took the extensions out, so it's about the length it was when I got the extensions out. It's just more even, but I'm getting better at styling my bangs and everything else. I can do little pigtails. I can also do a ponytail, which it's not great, but when it gets a teensy bit longer, this part will fit in, or maybe it won't, but it's kind of like, yeah, this part will fit in. So then I'll just have the bangs, and then I'll be like bangs and then ponytail. That'll be cute. So yeah, that's my hair. It took me entirely too long to finish this video. It's gonna take me too long to edit it too. Yeah, sorry about that. I can't be concise, so you guys have to suffer for that. I feel bad, you know, honestly, I do. I feel bad, but like, if you keep watching the videos, that's kind of on you at that point. You know, it's not my fault that you're watching the videos that I make. Is it my fault that they're long? Yeah. But it's not my fault that you keep watching them. Anyway, so, yeah. that's all I had to say, I guess. So, you know, go somewhere else for a little bit. I'll see you guys later. Bye.